Morning, everyone. Back in the wood hole. We're going to cut a balsam today with this 572. Tony was nice enough to loan it out to me. Wanted me to go run it and see what I think. So we're going to run it today. Got it all hand filed. As you can see, no big crazy hook. It's X-cut chain, hand filed. And I want to try something today. I filed the rakers. I used this on the rakers. This is the Carlton file plate deal that I got from Mr. Elmhorst. Thank you, sir. So we're going to try the filo plate. Yeah, so we're going to try that out and see how it works for falling scenarios, if it's real grabby or whatever. I haven't used this raker gauge yet, so we're gonna try it out today. Thanks for joining me. Here's our balsam for today. This one right here. It goes up, 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 up. The top's in the sun. We're gonna try to go right through this gap right here. So, I'm going to try to put the camera up there so you can see what happens up there. There, how's that? I might as well go clear to the top. Yeah, right through here. There's a live tree right here. You can see it in the background behind it that it's got to go around. I'm going to try not to clip the top of this, but it might clip the top of this dead one there. So, we'll be heads up. Well, it made it through there. Changed a little grabby. Using that raker gauge, it's a little grabby. It's a little grabby, but it'll rip. Standing up and bucking. it will rip. So let's get to it. Let's see if this axe will pick it up. Oh yeah. That's nice. Works pretty good. It's the only axe I brought today, so another all-rounder. Well, that ain't gonna work. We need something else. Pretty nice saw, power to weight ratio. Pretty nice saw. Thanks, Tony. Yep. That thing is a hammer. Goodness sakes, that works good. Pretty nice. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me on this one. Yeah. Well, somebody found the wood hole, the upper one. So, not sure how long the Doug fir will last. They got two of the bigger ones, and they kind of messed up the road. There was a like a spring, a spot where a spring was running, and it was just like full of water, you know. It was like a wet spot, you know. Well, they fell one of the trees right into that wet spot and backed their rig in there and tore it all up and pulled the log out down the road. So now that spring is draining right down the middle of our little road that goes in there. So I was hoping nobody would see that one, because I figured that's what would happen if somebody did find it, you know. And yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings on the whole thing, but in the end, it's not right. It's not right. It was probably the easiest tree that was in there to get out, but you know, it should have been taken out. My own personal opinion is it should have been taken out later in the summer when it was dry and wouldn't create an issue. And it's things like that. It's things like that that happen that get things shut down in the woods. So it's a bit frustrating, you know. It's one of those things. To each his own. Whatever. I'm over it. There's still a couple of decent trees in there, decent Doug fir trees in there. There's still tons of balsam. And I don't know, maybe they figured it was too much work to go in there. Maybe they won't go back. I don't know. So anyway, we'll just have to, just like every other time we go in there, you know, we got to wonder if somebody made it and if our wood's there, and we just got to be a little bit versatile. So I'll be venturing out on back to some of my other old stomping grounds and see what's in those wood holes. But thanks for joining me in the 572. I think it's a nice saw, really nice saw. Rips, pretty high RPM. Doesn't like an aggressive chain for falling, but I don't know as though any saw does unless you get into the big power. And I'll have to, I'm still doing some testing to find the right raker gauge and the right combination for falling. Because as you saw in this video, it was just too grabby. Don't like that. You can't. It's harder to make consistent cuts when you got a grabby saw, for me anyway. So yeah, anyway, thanks again, Tony, for letting me demo that saw. It's a dandy. Lightweight bar on that saw would be better, but it's not that bad. I'm still more comfortable with the 372, but it's because I've run a 372 more than that. Power to weight ratio, and for the money, I think the 572 is a better deal for a firewood cutter than the 592. That's my personal opinion. So on that note, we love y'all. Take care. Be safe. TazMan is rolling.